Another video. Today we will continue to work with our multiple choice questions. We will go through this paper. I will try and go as far as we possibly can in today's video. I hope that the previous videos have been able to help you to get a greater understanding of these concepts, and I also hope that these questions will help you to do well in your exams when that time comes around. So starting with number 1, it says 0.0346 written in standard form is. So again, in order for us to write a number in standard form, we must have one non-zero term before the decimal point, and so there, but in this case we have 0.036. so we want to move the decimal point 2 places to our right. So we're going to move it 2 places to our right. So we're going to get 3.46 times 10 to the negative 2. Why negative 2? Because we moved the decimal point 2 places to our right. So, okay, so our answer here is A. Now, the value of 0.386 times 0.06 written in standard form is. Now, so we're going to multiply 0.386 times 0.06. Again, we want to use the process of elimination. So by using the process of elimination, we know that if we multiply this number, there's no way we can get 23.16. Neither can we get 2.316. And because of this 0.06 here, we know that the number must have a 0 in this position. So therefore, the answer is A. But what we can do, let's go ahead and multiply it out so that we can verify whether or not this is correct. So we have 0.386 multiplied by 0.06. So we have 6 will give us 36. So we have our 3 here. 6 each will give us 48 plus 3 will give us 51. Add the 5 here, put down the 5, put down the 1, add the 5, write down the 5 here. Then we have 6 times 3 will give us 18. 18 plus 5 will give us 23. Now, if we count the number of decimal places we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 decimal places. So we're going to move this to 5 places. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So therefore, we have to add a 0 there. So we have 0.02316. Our answer there is A. Now the number 3.14063 written into 3 places of decimal. Now, so whenever we're writing a number to 3 places of decimal, we look at the 4th number, the 4th digit in the number behind the decimal point. So when we look at this number here, it is 6. 6 is greater than 5. So if it's 5 or 1, we're going to add 1 to the previous number, which is 0 here. So if we add 1 to 0, we get 3.141. So our answer there is B. Now in number 4, it says if we're going to move to number 6 here. It says John, Peter, and Mary shared a sum of money in the ratio 2, 4, and 9. John and Peter together received $360. How much money was shared all together? So first we want to understand that John and Peter got a total of 6 parts. So John and Peter got 2 plus 4 equal to 6 parts. Okay? Now, this 6 parts was equal to what? The 6 parts was equal to 360. Okay, $360. So therefore, how one part is going to be equal to 360 divided by 6, and that will give us $60. So what that is telling you that one part is equal to $60. Okay, but how many parts were there in total? Total number of parts is 2 plus 4 plus 9. So in total we had 15 parts. Okay, now and one part was equal to $60. So therefore, if I multiply $60 times 15, I am going to get 900. So in total $900 was shared. Now the value of the digit 2 in 425.3 is, so we know that the first point behind the decimal point is the tenth, this is the ones, and therefore this is the tenths, and then this is a hundredth. So therefore we know that this is 2/10. Now, so in this question now we say 25 times 130 is the same as, now 25 times 130 is, so applying the distributive law, is 25 open bracket 25 open bracket times 100 plus 30. So 100 plus 30 is the same as 130. So applying the distributive law, we're going to have 25 times 100. So we have 25 times 100 plus 25 times 30. So the answer that looks like this one is C. So answer there is C. Okay, it says of a class of 32 students, 15 study music and 20 study art. What is the least number of students who are studying both music and art? So again, this is a set question, and we know that the number in M union art is equal to the number in M plus the number in art minus number in music intersect art. So let's just plug in the values. We know that how many students are in the class? 32 students are in the class. Equal to number in music is 17. Number in art is 20. And we don't know the number in the intersection, so we're going to call that X. So if we look here, we have 32 is equal to 37 minus X. By transposing for X, we're going to say X is going to be equal to 37 minus 32. 37 minus 32 is equal to 5. So the least number of persons who are able to study both is equal to 5. And that our answer there is B. Which of the following set is equivalent to? Now, two sets are equivalent if they have the same number of elements. So how many elements do we have here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So therefore, how many elements do we have here? In C, 1, 2, 3, 4. So our answer there is C. Okay. Now, going on to number 13, so which of the following set is empty? Now, P is equal to number of prime numbers, Q is equal to the odd numbers, and R is equal to even numbers. Now, we know that there's no odd number that can be an even number. So therefore, the Q intersect R must be an empty set. Okay, so our answer there is A. If the union of the set is equal to 1, 3, 5, 6, and 8, and A is equal to 3 and 6, then the number of elements in A is, so just if we just look here, the number of elements in A complement rather is, so we have okay, so we have if this is set A, then we have 3 and 6 inside here. Now, what are the elements that we have on the outside? We have 1, 3, 5. Let's see, 1, 5, and 8. So therefore, the number that are in A complement, that is the elements that are not in A, is equal to 3. So our answer there is B. Now moving on to number 15, it says 3.14%, 3.25% of 500 is. Okay, so therefore, what is 3.25%? It's 32. Stop it there. Moving on, we said 3.25% or 3.25% of 500 is. So we're gonna say 3.25%, and percent, it means out of 100 times 500. Okay, so cancel zeros here. So 5 times 3 will give us 15, and 5 times 0.25 will give us 1.25. We add those two. When we add those two, we will get 16.25. So our answer here is D. Address. So moving on to number 16, address cost $180 and is being sold at a discount of 10%. The amount of discount is. So we want to know what that discount is. So the discount is 10%. So it's 10%, which is 10 out of 100 times 180. So 0, this 0 will cancel, that 0 cancel. So our discount is equal to $18. Okay? The amount of discount, so the amount of discount is equal to $18. Moving on to number 17, it says if 7,000 is borrowed at the rate of 5%, 5% per annum for 3 years, then the simple interest is, so we know that the simple interest is SI is equal to PRT over 100. So by just plugging in the values here, the principal is 7,000 borrowed at 5% for 3 years over 100. So 0 will cancel 0, 0 will cancel 0. So therefore we have 5 threes will give us 15. 15 times 7 will give us 1050. Okay, and I hope that you're understanding what we are doing here. The next question says the exchange rate for United States dollar is $2.70 for Eastern Caribbean dollars. What is the value of $4.50 in EC currency? Therefore, what we are simply going to do is to multiply, and we're going to just use the process of elimination here, because we know that $4.50 US 450 multiplied by $2.70. So if we look at the EC amount, what are we going to get? We know it cannot be $1.67, and 2 fours will give you 8. So therefore the number must be greater than 7. So therefore our answer here is D. Okay. Now, so moving on to number 17, it says Albert saves X dollar each month, but in June he saved $5 more than twice her usual amount in June. So therefore, if she normally saved X, her usual amount is X. So 2 times X is 2X. And it says she saves X dollar each month, but in June she saved $4 more than twice. $4 more than twice. So twice is going to be that, and $4 more would be equal to 2X plus 4. So our answer here is D. All right, moving on to number 18 here. It says that 5x, 5 open bracket x plus y minus 3 open bracket x minus y. So using the distributive law, we're going to get 5 times x will give us 5x. 5 times y will give us 5y minus 3. 3 times x will give us 3x. And a negative 3 times a negative y will give us positive 3y. Okay? So grouping like terms, we're going to get 5x minus 3x and plus 5y plus 3y. And so we're going to 5x minus 3x will give us 2x, and 5y plus 3y will give us 8y. Our answer here is C. Now, says if x is an integer which satisfies the inequality where 4 is less than x minus 2 less than 8, then the smallest possible value of x is. So what this is saying is that if we choose one of these values and we subtract 2 from it, it must lie between 4 and 8. So therefore 4 and 8, so therefore what number would that, what the smallest possible value? So if you put 7 here, 7 minus 2 will give us 5. What about 6 minus 2? 6 minus 2 will give us 4, but 4 cannot be in the answer. Why 4 cannot be in the answer? Because it says x must be greater than 4. Okay? So therefore this cannot be in the answer. Alright? So our answer here, if we choose 5 minus 2 is 3, but 3 is less than 4, and 3 cannot be less than 4. So, and if we put 4 minus 2, 4 minus 2 is equal to 2, and 2 is less than 4, so that cannot be in the answer either. So our answer here must be 7. So this has brought us to the end of our video here. What we are going to be doing, we will continue with these